We're back for another Madden video, and today we're on week 3 of my fantasy draft for the Denver Broncos. It's franchise mode in Madden 24. Let's go.
I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game sports center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? Never been afraid to play my cards.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He had a performance for the ages last week, one of the greatest we'll ever witness. It's the Broncos and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 13 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Off the play fake, Love. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
On 3rd down, Love. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep, Damiere Byrd. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
You know what I did in pregame?
Broncos country. Let's ride.
As he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick?
And now off to the races, down the right side.
DK. Donkey Kong. Hey, DK. Donkey Kong is here. Hey.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Love from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ready. Right.
To throw now. Here's Love. This goes out wide for Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Love now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Love, they go play action now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies. And
Give me that.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Shoves him away. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary.
Oh, Henry.
Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Looking for Traylon Burks that time. And it's 3rd down. Love wants to shift things around. But you look at this Bronco defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Broncos coming hard, and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Tucker with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Miami set to take over. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Ready?
Now Love. Oh, everything falling now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Bust through the tackle, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
What?
Running left, it's Henry.
All hail King Henry. That's a touchdown.
For a Denver score. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Dolphins getting set to go here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing. Love. Under pressure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got...
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
Going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching
You're an
you do
analyst.
it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime with
a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DK Metcalf.
Here we go, set. Trouble, 38. Set.
First down, going to the air with Love. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. That pass complete to Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Tressway now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. They bring the pressure as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Wilson going to change things up here.
Wilson now throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Miles Murphy
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught.
DK, Donkey Kong, DK, Donkey Kong.
Passes now, and the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final.
Set, hunt. Drill, 52. Hunt.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready.
Love. Dumps it off to Mixon. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Ha!
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble out.
I just see a Dragon Ball Z fusion animation. I know y'all seen that. What's up with Madden, bro? They bringing anime shit in the floor.
Tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they.
Okay, ready?
Now they'll audible to something else.
On 1st and 10, Love.
They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's caught, Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Love. And the Broncos
Get over here!
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. The Love's throw here into the hands of Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Love. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our
King Henry all the way.
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen.
All hail King Henry.
15 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
King Henry back at it again. You know, gotta send him to Stiff Arm University. Oh, dang, that was not even good. The homie helping me up. Yes, sir. Dang, he said y'all weak. Personally, that could have been me. King Henry's in the pocket. You know he has to defend that kingdom. And he's gonna send him to Stiff Arm University. Get over there. And I will score this touchdown over here.
This thing is ugly.
Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250,
cycles. Ready.
Love now to pass on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Going back to Love. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw now, here's Love. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Now he's into the clear again. Off to the races. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.